The high-stakes summit coming after the G7 in Brussels, where woke messaging from world leaders is raising eyebrows.
That we're building back better together and building back greener and building back fairer and building back more equal and how shall I, more, in a more gender neutral and perhaps a more feminine way.
How will this compare to what we hear coming out of Geneva? British author Douglas Murray is here to react. Good morning to you, Douglas.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, he sounds a lot like President Biden when he says build back better. Your reaction?
Well, he sounds a lot like absolutely every other world leader. Ever since the leader of the World Economic Forum started using this phrase, build back better, every other world leader, in a rather sinister way, I have to say, has used exactly the same phrase. We've heard it from Trudeau, we've heard it from everyone in the EU, we've heard it from Boris Johnson. It's the phrase du jour, as they might say, at the G7. But the oddity of the Boris Johnson pronunciation that we've just heard is his clear attempt to sort of suck up to President Biden. There's a reason for this, which is that President Biden, before he got into office, had described Boris Johnson, the British Prime Minister, as basically the same person as Donald Trump. And so Boris Johnson has had to go a long way to try to prove that he's nothing like Trump. And he did so by talking all of this stuff about building back more gender neutral. What does that even mean? Building back more feminine. Again, what does that even mean? He thinks that he's going to woo the 78-year-old man to the left of himself on that occasion, President Biden, and flatter him and seduce him with this, frankly, slightly asinine leftist rhetoric.
So why do you think he's doing that?
Yeah, it's just that. It's the most important job of a British Prime Minister at a G7 summit is to try to be as friendly as possible with the American president. But on this occasion, as I say, Boris Johnson was starting on a slightly unsure footing. He has to show he's not Donald Trump. That's his absolutely main job. And so he stresses the green credentials and he stresses the necessity of building back the economy in a more feminine direction, simply because he thinks, as I say, that this is what President Biden wants to hear. The oddity of it, of course, is that President Biden goes from the G7 to see Vladimir Putin in Geneva. And this is always the oddity of the G7 game, which is that the leaders of the world's democracies, the G7, effectively perfect the art of courtly dancing, and then go out into the wider world and discover that the game of the day is all in cage fighting. And so, you know, Boris Johnson and others can talk all they want about building back in a more gender neutral and perhaps non-binary fashion. But it's not going to matter a jot when you're discussing coal emissions with the Chinese, or indeed international law and whether or not you should threaten to shoot down civilian airliners with President Putin. Doesn't matter a jot. It's a totally different game.
Thank you so much for coming on, Douglas. If you want to read his article about this, it's in The Sun. Thanks, Douglas.